hello everybody, Channel Outer NC here, and hoping everyone has had a fantastic Memorial Day. And yeah, hopefully over here we got some cool weather. It's been cool the last few days, and today it got back out into what's the high today, 73. So yeah, it feels great. Good day for a ride now. It's a little chilly, but you know, we're looking at what, 70 degrees right now. It's not chilly when you're not on a bike. When you're on a bike, it get a little chilly. But yep. So today, super excited to announce that Rigid Trading is up. Just a little side gig for me, you know, do a little stuff on the side here. Everybody's trying to have a little side gig nowadays, but I have put together some China Rider merch. I've got shirts for the TBR7. I've got shirts for Hawks up there. I've got a puzzle, water bottles, Chonda stickers. Even embroidered collar shirts. So yeah, and embroidered trucker hats as well. So make sure y'all go and check those out. I'd really appreciate it. You do actually get 10% off by June 2nd, I believe, by using my discount code. I'll put it right here in the video. And yeah, so I'm super excited, y'all. Hopefully some of y'all will turn out and go pick up some stuff. It's all being shipped out of the United States, so it won't take too long to get to you. But yeah, guys, I'd really appreciate y'all checking that out. And yeah, Hawk DLX is doing just fine now. I just realized that this display is, I guess I've never really ridden it in this kind of light. It's not too easy to see without really getting down there. But yep, I am down to 376 miles today. 376 miles. This guy is 37.6% broken in. How exciting is that? Yeah, you know, with these CG engines around 1,000 miles, you know, of not getting too crazy on the bike, you'll be fully broken in and doing well. And you know, guys, I guess I just want to talk about that now. 37.7% broken in now. Let's talk about some stuff that I've noticed about this bike and everything. And I guess I'll go ahead and start with this. So one of my praises for this bike when I first gotten it was the mirrors. And I was like, yeah, you know, these mirrors, they don't really move too much. And you know, that's great, you know. You see, it was like this. I was like, wow, they're giving me some quality hardware out of the box, like mirrors and whatnot. And then I had it for another week or so with those mirrors, and I was like, you know, these things actually kind of suck. Factory mirrors kind of suck. Now, I'll tell you something. The Magician's mirrors, a lot worse from the stock. The TBR7 mirrors, a lot worse stock. So the mirrors that did come on the DLX were a little better quality. They weren't shaking as much, but eventually it gets annoying to not be able to tell what's behind you. Of course, you can tell something's behind you, but not see exactly what it is from it vibrating like it was. So what, no, we're not vibrating really, just, you know, shaking and moving around. But yeah, so I replaced them with these. I'll put the link in the description, but these, you can tell right here, barely any movement at all. They have been fantastic, and really what it is just this push ball fitting there. There's really no adjustment that you have to do. There's no tightening screw in the back that you can strip out that I can see. So you know, that's a really big plus for me, because those strips, they always end up stripping when you're trying to get them tight enough. They don't feel tight enough. You turn them just a little more, and of course that could probably be remedied if you get some of the Japanese industry standard screwdrivers. But yeah, those right there are not something that's been in my budget. It's kind of tough for me to spend 30-something bucks on a set of screwdrivers, but it is what it is. Maybe one day Harbor Freight will get some Japanese industry standard screwdrivers out there, and the day they do, I will buy them up. Obviously, y'all can tell how my budget works. I ride Chondas and not Hondas, but you know, that's for good reason. The screwdrivers, I could probably part with it, but yeah, I should probably look into those. But yeah, a couple things about this bike though. Yeah, for the break-in period, nothing very exciting, to be honest with you. And when I say exciting, I mean alarming, so that's a good thing to say. But yeah, the only things that I had done is that I did need to up my idle a little bit. And I will actually get out and show y'all that here in a second. Alright guys, for those curious right quick, I'm going to go ahead and take you over to this throttle body so y'all can see the replacement throttle screw and how to do a idle screw adjustment here. This right here is your throttle body. Hopefully y'all can see that here and I'm not blocking it out. This screw right here is what I replaced. You can tell I went with a decent quality one. It's a Dorman, and I got this bolt here, and this right here is just a retaining bolt. It pushes on your throttle body right here. You can see that there. Once you tighten this, it pulls your throttle a little bit further out, just for example. You can see that there. So yep, hopefully that helps anybody that needs it. Look at how that's done. Because, you know, on a carburetor, the idle screw is completely different. This one here is basically just a retention pin that's pushing on the throttle. on your throttle body down there. And yeah, so what happened was it was a little low. It was getting a little low idle at stoplights, you know, dying sometimes, you know, it'd fire right back up and go. But you know, that was something that obviously needed some attention. So I went in there, and what ended up happening was the idle screw stripped. Idle screw was not really a great quality screw that was in there, and that's fine. You know, that's it costed me a whopping $1.20 for the replacement part. And any hardware store would have it. Literally, it was just a little bolt. It was a M6 by 1.0, I believe. And yeah, then you just needed a nut for the back of it to retain it in, and that was fine. And it's been absolutely fantastic since then. Haven't had to do any other adjustments. It's been about 100 miles ago, I'd say. So it's been absolutely fantastic since that. Other thing I did was I went ahead and did my second oil change at around 320 miles. I like to do them around 300, but you know, 320 miles, 20 miles is fine, whatever. But yeah, I got that done, so I'm feeling really good about the Hawk right now. It's been doing absolutely fantastic. I'm falling in love with this bike. It's getting more comfortable as well. At the start, you know, that spring, like I was saying, was very tight, very tight. And of course, you know, some people that have a height restriction there, they're not going to be able to ride this bike like they want to from the start, so they're going to lower their shock, of course. But you see, with me, it was just, I sat on it fine. It was a little tall, but it was just tight. That shock was so tight. But now, thank God, that is over. It has started to loosen itself up, and now, well, I guess not loosen, but you know, just get a little softer for me, which is great. Now, you know, I can feel comfortable going over bumps. I don't feel like I'm on one of those push button ejection seats in a car from the movies. but yeah, no, it's been absolutely fantastic. Gas has been great. Gas mileage is, you know, just like any other CG, you know, they go well. It's probably around 50 or 60 miles per gallon. It maybe a little bit better on the DLX, actually. I'm not too sure, because of the fact that the DLX has that fuel injection. It might be able to use that fuel a little bit better than it would on a carbureted model. But you see, regardless, you know, it's something that makes me grin from ear to ear, just how fantastic this motorcycle has been. Buying this bike for only, you know, under $2,000, and you know, just me being able to hop out on it on a sunny day, hop on the road and everything, it's fantastic. Oh, and for North Carolina riders as well, to get this bike registered, I forgot to tell y'all that it was, I think, $154 for everything, including the plate. And something else I figured out too, for the longest time in North Carolina, I had been going to get an inspection done on the motorcycle before I went to the DMV, or the license plate agency. I apologize. But turns out you actually don't need to do that, because it's a new motorcycle from another state. That the dealer is from another state. They don't require one. But yeah, so super glad to figure that out. So now I know on my future Chondas. But yeah, speaking of Chonda, make sure y'all go check out that website and see the shirts and everything. They're so cool. So cool. I really like the trucker hat. If my head wasn't so giant, I'd have one on right now. I am looking at that Champion book bag though. The Champion book bag looks pretty cool. I'm probably gonna get one of those out for myself. But yeah, no, again, if y'all do get something from the site, I would really appreciate it. Definitely helps my wife and I out a lot trying to get started out here. But yeah, and then that is the last time I will talk about that until the end, where I just give y'all the discount code again. So yeah, just make sure y'all go check that out. But yeah, or wait till the end of the video, because you know I like your attention. But hopefully I've kept y'all here so far. Woohoo! But yeah, other things too that I've noticed since the TBR7. Now I will talk about something here. I don't know if I'm using the right word for it. TBR7 and this Hawk DLX have very similar tires, and I did ride Dustin Seeger's Hawk one time. And one notice that I've realized so far, and of course that's going to be a difference in tire tread and the design and everything. It doesn't ride the same as the Hawk, and the only reason I say that is because it feels a little bit heavier than the Hawk does, because the contact patch on the Hawk, I guess, is smaller, having those knobbies up there. Not really smaller, but you know, I don't know how to explain it, but the Hawk felt a little bit lighter on the turns. Like this right here felt a little easier on the Hawk, and with this bike it's a little bit tougher, and you know, that's actually something I do appreciate. Now of course I am going to switch this bike out to knobbies eventually. I love the look. I wish I could find a replacement wheel for this bike and a replacement swing arm that would hold a wheel like the TW200. That would be so fantastic. I want to try and Photoshop that. if I can get that photoshopped, I'm going to drop a picture of what a Hawk DLX would look like with a TW200 rear tire. But yeah, those things just keep on trucking. That's the closest thing I had seen to that would have been the Magician's rear tire. You know, it had a bulkier rear tire, but you know, that TW200 has that 14-inch rear tire that is humongous. That looks like literally it's a military vehicle. That is one Japanese bike that is on my buy list eventually. But yeah, not seeing too many bikers out here today. It being Memorial Day, you know, there's generally a lot of people flying back and forth through on the motorcycles, meeting up and whatnot. And just relaxing. Tonight we're going to be having a cookout. The wife is at work, so whenever she gets back, we're going to make us some burgers and hot dogs and everything, celebrate this country. So yeah, celebrate the country and everything everyone's done for this country. Yeah. But now we are actually rolling right into Greensboro, just in case some of y'all don't know the area. Well, I'm sure most of y'all don't know the area. But yeah, so yeah, it's been absolutely a great time. We actually have a lot of rain coming towards the end of the week. And one thing that I'm not the most experienced rider, as some of y'all might think. As most of y'all know, actually, I've only been riding for a little over a year now. So I don't like to ride in the rain that much. If I get caught in it, you know, I'm fine. I'm comfortable enough to get out. But I don't like to put myself in the situation where I would be caught up in rain, because, you know, it's not just you, it's everybody else, and you add something else on top of that. Unless you're the expert of the expert, and even that won't protect you all the way whenever it comes to other drivers. So I just try to be a little bit careful and not ride in the rain. And we have got some rain coming, you guys. And while we're here in the video, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about those Life and bikes right now. And I've got a buddy that's been looking, he's been looking, and I've been telling him to go with that, what is that bike called? It's the 200cc fuel injected model. You got the speedometer right here, and it absolutely fantastic looking bike. I don't think it's the KPM. No, the KPM's a real small 150, I believe. But yeah, absolutely beautiful looking bike from Life, and for 3,000 bucks out the door. And you know, that's something here. Like, I'll tell you, this bike is actually really decent quality. But whenever we talk about something like the Lifens, you know, they step it up even more and make sure you've got a good working product. You know, there's mechanics that stand by Lifen products. You know, it's not just mechanics. They'll ask them about them, and they'll tell you how fantastic those motors are and how they'll just keep running and keep running. They are built to last. Hondas are built to last. In a Honda clone, I assume that's where they got their mentality from, where we're going to make these motors last. We're going to make them last. But yeah. Another thing on the goodness, y'all gonna have me talking about the site again. Whipped up a t-shirt for the site that says China Rider for the description and a dictionary for the word. And it'll tell you it's a noun, it'll tell you the plural noun, and it'll tell you the information about it. Y'all just check that out and tell me that's not the coolest. Alright, actually know more about that now. But yeah, we're just cruising here through Greensboro. It's just so fantastic to get out and actually make another video for you guys, because I miss it. You know, whenever I don't make a video and y'all are like, where's Colin at? You know, I've probably got some other stuff going on. I'm in real estate full time. I'm a jewelry dealer at the same time. And at the same time, I ride motorcycles and try to make videos. So, you know, sometimes when life gets a little hectic, y'all might not hear from me, but please know that I'm dying to make another one for y'all. It's something to do, you know. There's not too many China riders around me. You know, we got Dustin. Dustin's awesome China rider buddy out here in the community. And, you know, him, you know, busy with work and whatnot. You know, people get busy. Sometimes it's just hard to meet up all the time. So now that we've got everything together now for summertime, I'm pretty sure we're going to try and set up some rides on the weekends. It should be really fun. And you know, I've got Tristan out here with the Triumph. Does not have the Ducati anymore. He's got him a nice, sick Triumph. Looks so good. Y'all probably saw it in the assembly video of this bike. But yeah, he's got him a new jacket, a new airbag, safety first. And yep, it's doing great. He loves that bike. But yeah, well guys, I really appreciate y'all tuning in today, and I hope everything is fantastic with y'all. I hope y'all had an incredible Memorial Day. Again, here's a discount code for the site, rigidtrading.com, if y'all want to go and check it out. It would really mean the world to me if so. But again, guys, I really appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.